Hello everyone, and welcome to another ROFFS update video. We're looking at the Southeastern U.S. today, going into late October. So the Gulf Stream is still pretty warm down south. Down by the Keys in South Florida, you may still find up to 86, more likely 85 degrees Fahrenheit in the Gulf Stream. As we move north, you can see the dark orange color there getting lighter and lighter. And then in the northern part of this area, up off of, I guess, past Cape Lookout up to Cape Hatteras, you're looking at about 81 degrees in the Gulf Stream up there. So it is cooling off pretty quickly. The main thing going on with the Gulf Stream is there's tons of eddies on both sides of the Gulf Stream that are causing a lot of mixing of both temperature and water color. So you could see a lot of those here. We're actually going to go through those more in ocean color because I think it's a little bit easier to see. So we'll hop over to that now. Starting down in the Keys area, we have this counterclockwise eddy down here off the Keys. That's pretty common. Gulf Stream coming up. Once we get to South Florida, you can see really clearly these small eddies starting to form on the inshore side of Gulf Stream water. As we move north, they get larger and are pulling some of this green, cooler inshore water offshore into the Gulf Stream. Moving north, they continue to grow, and then things get a little bit complicated. We could see here this green filament being pulled offshore by a counterclockwise eddy, and what's happening is now that's interacting with a whole series of, we have a clockwise eddy here, a counterclockwise eddy out here, and then this clockwise eddy here. And it's basically mixing a lot of green, cooler water into the Gulf Stream, and that's why we're seeing the temperature get a little bit lower as we go north, and we're seeing this really mixed, blended blue color in the Gulf Stream. Another really large clockwise eddy here that's sort of disrupting the flow of the Gulf Stream, keeping it over here. And then as we go further north, another small clockwise eddy here. For those fishing inshore, we do have, you can just see the edge there, this darker blue filament that's inshore. So that might be something interesting if you're fishing a little bit closer. Another clean filament in here. Moving north, so again now the Gulf Stream is going to be closer to 81 degrees up in this area that we've reached now. Got a counterclockwise eddy here, clockwise eddy here, and you can see this on the eastern side, this quite a bit cooler but much darker blue water that is getting pulled into the Gulf Stream in the wake of each clockwise eddy as we go up. Up in the Cape Hatteras area, we do have this really nice strong edge on the inshore side of Gulf Stream associated water, since the Gulf Stream is kind of meandering all over the place. So I think that is pretty much it for this area. Really the main thing is just how blended it is in the central Atlantic area here. So if you are heading out, be sure to check out our website, roffs.com, and make sure you order the appropriate area for the appropriate day, and we can help you make sense of all this. Good luck out there.